Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Santanu. Today we are going to learn how to do three-way partitioning. In this question, one array will be given and one range will be given, and now we have to arrange the array in that way that we have to follow this condition. Now we will see the condition. Here first condition is all the element smaller than a will come first. Next, the element in the range a to b come next, and at the end the element those are greater than b will appear. So we will understand this question with an example. Let's see. Here I have taken an array and one range. Now we will take two variables, here j that will point the starting of the array, and here k that will point at the end of the array. And for traversing the array we will take another variable I. In the question we have seen that there are three conditions. The first condition is we have to check whether the current element is smaller than a or not. For that we have to write if current element is ARR I, and we have to check whether it is smaller than a or not. So this is one condition. If it is true, then we will perform some operation. Now the second condition. Second condition is we have to check whether the current element is greater than b or not. For that we have to write here current element means here of I greater than b. If it is true, then we have to do some operation, and the third condition is else. If these two condition is not true, then we will come to the third condition. Now we will start the traversing. For that I am writing here the I value and here the current element. Now the current index is 0 and the current element is 5. So we will check first whether 5 is smaller than a or not. We can see that it is not true. So we have to check the second condition whether 5 is greater than 4 or not. We can see that 5 is greater than 4. If this condition is true, then we have to swapping the current element with the last element. So 5 will come here and 3 will come here. After that we have to decrement the k value. But we are not incrementing I or j value because we know the element goes there, it is greater than 4, but we don't know the element comes here whether it is smaller than 2 or not. So this condition is true, then we have to do swapping of current element and the last element. Again we will start the traversing. Again we can see that the index is 0 and the current element is 3. So we will check whether 3 is smaller than 2 or not. It is not true, then we will check the second condition, 3 is greater than 4 or not. We can see that this is also not true. That means we are now in else block. In this situation, what we will do, we will just increment the I value. Here we will increment the I value. So here we have to write only I plus plus. Now the current index is 1 and the current element is 7. Again we will check whether 7 is smaller than 2 or not. It's not true. Then second condition, whether 7 is greater than 4 or not. It is true. So we will do swapping operation. 6 will come here and 7 will come here, and we have to decrement the k value. Again we have to traverse. Here we can see the current index is 1 and current element is 6. We have to check whether 6 is smaller than 2 or not. It's not true. Then the second condition, whether 6 is greater than 4 or not. It is true. So we have to swap. 4 will come here and 6 will come here, and we have to decrement the k value. Again we have to traverse. So the current index is 1 and the current value is 4. So we have to check whether 4 is smaller than 2 or not. So four is smaller than 2 or not. It's not true. Then second condition, whether 4 is greater than 4 or not. It is also not true. So we have to increment the I value. Now the current index is 2 and the current element is 1. So we have to check whether 1 is smaller than 2 or not. Here we can see that 1 is smaller than 2. In this situation, we have to perform swapping operation, but with the starting of the array. So 1 will come here and 3 will come here. After that, we have to increment the j value and I value. So here we have to write swapping of j value with I value, and here we are incrementing the I value and j value. So how long this process will go? Until the I value is not crossing the k value. Here we can see that I value already crossed the k value. So we will stop the traversing. So here we can see that all the value, those are smaller than 2, means 1. It comes first. So first condition is true. Second, all the value, those are in between a and b, means 2 and 4, it comes next. We can see that 4 and 3. And at last, all the elements, those are greater than 4, it will come at the end. And we can see that 6, 7, 5 come at the end. Here in this question, the order doesn't matter. So now we will see the coding. First, we have to take 3 variables. I, it will be initialized with 0, and j, it will point starting of the array, so 0, and k, it will point at the end of the array, so n minus 1. Now we will do traversing. So for that we need while loop. How long this process will go? Until the I is less than equal to k. Now we have to write 3 conditions. The first condition, whether the current element is smaller than a or not. Here current element is I. If it is smaller than a, then we have to perform swapping operation with the first element. So we have to write here and after this swapping operation we have to increment the I value and j value. In this line we have performed swapping of two numbers in one line. I have already taught this in my previous video. Now the second condition, whether the current element is greater than b or not. If this condition is true, then we have to perform swapping operation. Here we have to perform swapping operation between the current element and the last element. After this we have to decrement the k value. Now the third condition, else part. Here we have to do simply incrementing the I value. So our coding part is done. Let's see by compiling. Here it's not giving any error, so we can submit the code. The code has been submitted. So in this question we have learned how to do three-way partitioning. Thank you.